It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oklahoma City Lancers and the Oakland Raiders.
Let's go.
On the ready.
Check. Hey.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 10 over. X3, 218, chopper.
Rush in.
Hard. Let's go.
On second down, it's Pollard. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Set. 90, Wolf.
Single. I got it.
5.
On third down, McGee. Complete to Washington. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision, and you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Everybody, 4-8.
Check. 9.
26.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Steps away. There he goes inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Here we go. 4-8. Let's go, baby. Here we go. Going to 54. 1-8.
They'll run on first down. Bailey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check three.
Under. Watch it.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his target.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, Pollard. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Switch. Alert flare.
Hey, lock it. Go.
Motion.
Get it.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready.
On first down, Pollard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check three. Check.
Shoot.
Now Anderson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
3 down. 3 down. 3 down. Check 3. Check 3. Check nickel. Shift.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
You got 3. 3 down. Deuce.
Look at me. Go.
Anderson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hey, we got 3 down. Hey, alert 3. Check.
Rock it. Hey!
Motion.
5.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
It's coming again.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. The 30-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Bailey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here we go. 188. Here we go. 46.
Let's go. Madden Bowl. Check 13.
Go. Get out there. 26.
On second down, it's Bailey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll run on first down. Bailey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard
line.
Here's Pollard again. And there is was nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Third down and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
34's the mark. He's coming. Check him. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Yes.
Back to throw. McGee. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Prescott looks to throw on first. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, 47. Good. 26.
To the air again. Prescott is going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22.
At the 6-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bailey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Mike is 59. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
He may try and run, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dak Prescott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Yep. Get it.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
60-yard.
Slam, slam, slam.
Ready.
On first down, Pollard. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey.
On second down now, Pollard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Ito Smith. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Zipper.
On second down, Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Safe.
Topper.
Under 10, 10.
Hard.
Check 49.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Go. Go. Hey, orbit. Hey.
Banjo.
Fight.
On 4th down, McGee. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on 1st down. Bailey. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Johnson, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. McGee. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Screen. Now.
Run for Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down. McGee. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Pollard becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bailey. He's got daylight. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.